The doctor said that I was making my pain up so I could miss school.
Just got told I had heavy periods.
When I go to A&E, they think that I might be a drug addict.
It's taken me 11 years to finally get a diagnosis.
And they were telling me that I was making it up.
It just makes you feel like giving up. If a man went in and said, I feel like my testicle's falling off, it'd probably get taken quite seriously.
Endometriosis is a condition that affects women whereby cells, a bit like those in the lining of the womb, are found outside of the womb. They bleed and they cause inflammation, and this in turn can lead to often very debilitating pain. It's estimated that 1 in 10 women suffer from endometriosis, so that makes this condition as common as diabetes.
My pain feels like I have sat on a hot knife.
Putting the hand up inside you and just like squeezing all your organs.
Someone's getting a knife and just whipping it around on the inside.
I can't wear tampons because they're too painful.
There have been times I've vomited just because it's just so much on my body.
Being misdiagnosed made me feel
Angry,
Alone,
really sad,
confused,
helpless.
nobody believed me.
Endometriosis is hard to diagnose because there's a limited awareness about the condition, so we still don't fully understand what causes the condition, how and why it develops.
I got told I had polycystic ovary syndrome.
I had IBS.
Irritable bowel disease.
Over 11 years I've been hospitalised, maybe 50 times.
I've seen doctors that have never heard of it.
It's also difficult to diagnose because it mimics other conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, for example. I think the major problem is that we don't have a simple test, and the main way of diagnosing it is by having keyhole surgery. This is a burden for women, it's a cost to the health services, but it also has sometimes complications, so it's not something that we would want to rush into. In the UK, sadly, at the moment, anything between 7 to 8 years is the delay in the diagnosis for endometriosis.
It's 10 years of the same symptoms just getting progressively worse and no real investigation as to why.
16 years, and it's only sort of been in the last 12 months that they've mentioned this condition. I've seen in the region of about 50 doctors.
This year, 5 times that I've been in hospital, been in A&E because of pain.
It makes me feel angry, but it also makes me feel worried about all the other women out there that are currently struggling.
There's definitely some evidence that there's a gender pain gap, if you like. Historically, women's health research has suffered largely because men have been making decisions about which conditions to give limited research funding to. People didn't talk about things like period pain, which is obviously a major symptom of the condition.
I think society doesn't take women's pain as seriously as they should. A lot of the time I've gone to doctors and been like, I'm having pain about my periods.
Don't talk about it, it's not that bad.
Everyone bleeds heavily, that's what happens.
Women, they get pain, that's just how it is.
Collapsing the street and going to a hospital in an ambulance isn't part of being a woman. There's so much research and funding around diabetes, but why, if it's affecting the same amount of people, do we not have any more funding put behind endometriosis? We don't even have a cure yet.
Why isn't it a part of like sex education at school? You do about periods, you learn everything like that, but you never get told about this condition.
Why there isn't more common knowledge of this amongst other healthcare professionals. I find myself a lot of the time explaining what endometriosis is and how it affects me to doctors.
I think things are changing in terms of the previous lack of training. For example, Endometriosis UK and the Royal College of GPs have put together an online education package about endometriosis for GPs, and I think this will have a big impact on raising awareness of the condition amongst doctors. And also there's been a push towards more funding towards trying to understand the condition, which I think is a really positive thing.
I constantly feel like I have to fight. I'm fighting with my own body every single day of my life as it is. I shouldn't have to fight with a doctor who's supposed to be helping me feel better.